Welcome. We are gathered here today to celebrate the life of my grandma Sharon. She was an extraordinary person. We lost her too soon. She lost her life to something she had fought her entire life against. Her battle with diabetes was long and hard, but she fought strongly against it. She was always there for anybody who needed help, whether it was family, helping the VFW she ran, or just people who needed it. One of my favorite memories of her is the last VFW event she ran. It was a hot day in August. She was setting up games and such for children like she normally did at the VFW events. My cousin Thomas had just moved in trying to further his education. My favorite memory from that day was water balloon toss. She had gotten all of the kids to go, but despite their age, no matter how young or old you may have been, she made sure you were able to play. The game itself wasn't all that fun. It was the parts after. My cousins, siblings, and I all chased her around with the leftover water balloons, pelting her with them, chasing her, and having her chase us back. She was always very good about keeping her cool, even if we were driving her crazy. She was a wonderful person. She was there even when you didn't realize that she was there. There was a time back when I was maybe 10 or 11. My cousin Joey had just passed away from, ironically, diabetes as well. The wake was about a couple weeks before my birthday, and my mom and biological father had set up a time for me and my siblings to go to my grandma's for a little while, just to get away from the wake and maybe have a little bit of a break. When we arrived at her house, she was waiting at the front door, giving us all big hugs. It was nice to just be there. But right around before we were leaving, my birthday was coming up, and she had gotten me my gift. My gift were these two bears, a white bear with a golden bow tied around its neck, and a brown bear with a little green hat beanie on that was also shaped like a bear. She had got me one to take to my mom's and one to keep at my biological dad's. Unfortunately, I had lost the white bear with a golden bow when I stopped seeing my biological father. Grandma Sharon didn't just take care of the family. She was also head of the VFW. My grandfather was a Vietnam vet, and my grandma did all she could to take care of him. If it was raising money for the VFW, hosting events, or just taking care of runnings of the VFW, she'd have it covered. She did everything. Her kindness didn't stop there, though. She would raise money, food, and gifts for those less fortunate, whether it was for a children's home or bringing brownies with her two grandchildren to the firefighters who worked in the area she lived. Anytime she found a person in need, she was there with a helping hand. She was quite the extraordinary person. And there are so many good stories to tell, whether it's the Christmas she came down and gave me a necklace for my 16th birthday, or the things she did when we weren't around. She was always an amazing person. But let's not make this speech too long, so I won't go into every story I have about her. Sorry. I know we will miss her very much, but we will probably be just as happy wherever she is. She will probably be just as happy wherever she is now, especially since she gets to see the twin sister I never even knew she had, that passed away when she was little, when her and my grandma were younger. I'm sorry, I'm losing my head. I would not be who I am today without her help. One day, a quote that I found was, "One day you'll be a memory to some people. Do your best to be a good one," by an unknown person. My grandma is just that now, a memory, but she made sure she was a damn good one. Thank you so much for being here and celebrating the life of my grandma.